Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, unfortunately, Bitcoin didn't maintain above that 10,800 level. So it has lost, well, obviously on losing that level, obviously that was an important support level. We basically just came down and tested the next support level, which is obviously, as you guys know, the main one for me of 10,600. So it is good to see that we had a nice bounce off that level. And well, we are back at the trend line. So so yeah, I mean, back at the trend line at the end of this pennant. So I don't really realistically know how much importance this trend line has now, because obviously it's sort of like the end part of a pennant now. But yeah, if we get back, the main thing for me is getting back above 10,800. And I think that will look pretty bullish. And then obviously the target will be to take out these highs, and then which I think that would be enough to get us through this 11,000 area, taking out this high. If we come back up here, we can move nicely back up. Obviously the downside is pretty clear. If we lose 10,000, the 10,600 area, obviously potentially 10,400 will bounce price. But yeah, we could be finding ourselves making our way down, well, 10,200 and then around 10,000. So it would be a case of where do we get held up. I mean, you would hope for the bulls that we can get held up at the 10,400 area. But obviously, yeah, because obviously we want to still be printing those higher lows. And that would still be good for a potential then move up. But yeah, obviously it will be a bit dicey down there. Again, as I always keep saying, it will come down to stock markets and the dollar. We probably have a little bit of jittery markets today with the debates. I'm not 100% certain how much of an impact that will have, because I don't think anyone's expecting anything too unexpected. It's just a bit of potential showmanship, I guess. So over to the S&P. As you can see, S&P turned around pretty nicely around a 4-hour 9. So is this 1 to 4 candle correction and then continuing upwards to this 10,400 level? Quite possibly. Obviously you can see we did have a sustained move upwards here. So obviously it did need to cool off at some point, and that's basically what this is looking like it is doing. You can still see we are looking good. Well, I say we're looking good. We are obviously higher than this level here and looking to try and make some progress to the upside. Obviously we could get rejected here, put in a lower high. Obviously relative to these levels, not relative to this level, but obviously relative to this level we've got a higher high. So then even if we come down and put in a higher low, we will be starting an uptrend on the, well, it will be on the daily also, starting an uptrend on the daily. Actually no, not on the daily, because we'd have to take out this, but yeah, overall though, it is looking like it's wanting to do its best, give its best chance to move up. And obviously we know stock markets tend to move upwards and climb that wall of worry. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking at on that. DXY, look at our good old friend the DXY. I mean, yeah, obviously after rejection here, like I'm saying here, like I have been saying, we don't necessarily have to not be turning bullish just because we're getting rejected at this level. We could just be coming to back test either this level, back test this level, back test the trend line, back test the lows. There are multiple places that we can be going and then reverse and go back up and still go bullish. So obviously I don't think that's what is happening. I do think we are coming down, but obviously I have to be cognizant of the fact we've had a nice move up. We've taken out all these highs, and yeah, I mean, some cooling off in this period, in this area, and then moving back up wouldn't look completely out of the normal. What am I trying to even say? But yeah, and then realistically, you guys know the 200 daily is always a big target of mine, and I mean, yeah, we could potentially be getting a move up to 200 daily, which will probably come in around sub 97, so anywhere in the 96s, get rejected from there. over obviously the course of a couple of weeks. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, look, this is all the way up to November, so literally in the whole month we could make our way up there. So yeah, got to be aware of that. But like I said, obviously Goldilocks scenario for us, an ideal world. Yeah, we are just still coming down. I don't know if I want to be a bit cheeky and start to put in another trend line like this. I will do, because it just fits my narrative, and hey, I can draw whatever lines I like. And yeah, you can see where it's coming from. It's not like I'm just completely making stuff up. And yeah, incidentally, if I had it drawn in before, we basically got rejected there. So yeah, rejected the horizontal and that downward trend line. Obviously, this is the more important one. Contain more recent price action. Clearly contain more recent price action. So yeah, I mean, realistically, are we just going to come down, bounce off here, come and test this one again, and come back down again? Maybe we'll have to see. But it is nice to see we are getting some sort of resistance here, and we are not basically just going straight to the moon. But yeah, but like I am saying, there are lots of potential areas to consolidate or bounce the price to then continue upwards. So we are not out of the woods yet. So yeah, back over to Bitcoin. Yeah, over to Bitcoin. Obviously you can see we we want to get back above this 10,800. Did we? I don't think we looked at stocks. Let me just get stocks up. Oh no, wrong one. I don't need this one. It's because we want to be on this one. Yeah, as you can see, S&P, yeah, S&P is pulling back a little bit. Yeah, we did speak about this, didn't we, in the 4-hour 9? My mind just completely went blank then. But yeah, realistically, we are looking to try and get over 3,400. That's a very important level. Should probably make that line a bit thicker, just to denote its importance over the other lines. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, take that out though, and I think we will. Well, I don't really believe in double tops. I think we will just keep going. But obviously, doesn't have to happen. This could be obviously this is the major level, so this could be a major rejection area to come back down. It's clearly lower than this high here. So, how are our good friends gold and silver doing? Nice to see the gold silver ratios. Now got a 7 handle again. Ooh, look at that trend line. Look at that trend line, guys. We'll just bang this on. Oh, we've got the bigger. We've got the the thicker line on again. I say look at that trend line. I mean visually, I say visually. Obviously it's all visual. But yeah, maybe I didn't. I thought this was gonna line up better than it is basically. Let's see if we can get on the daily. See what it's looking like here. I don't know whether I just want to fiddle right with this just to optimize it. I mean, we could. Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? That looks good. Yeah, looks good. We'll leave it at that. That is looking good. Yeah, nice rejection trend line here. So is that going to guide us down? Are we now done with this? Are we now going to start seeing silver accelerating again? Gold and silver both going up, but silver outperforming. Maybe. Let's have a look at those gold silver markets. Here is the silver market on the daily. Yeah, I mean, it's looking a bit more than a bear flag now, isn't it? It's looking as in it's not really looking like a bear flag anymore. This obviously is an important level here. Horizontal wise, we'll bang it on if it wants to let us. No, not info line. Trend it's this horizontal line I was looking for. Yep. So we are basically at this level now. Can we take this out? Potentially. If we do, will it be good? Yes, it will be good. Can we get rejected? Of course we can. But I mean, we're just gonna follow the overall risk on, risk off of the markets. Gold, as you can see, I don't know if I really want to draw that on for gold. No, I won't. Yes, I will, but I won't. I will draw it on. I will draw it sort of from. I will draw it. It is a relatively important level. It's a relatively important horizontal. So yeah, obviously you can see that's further away for gold, but that obviously shows why the gold-silver ratio is going down, because obviously silver is moving up quicker. Over to our Ethereum USD. Yeah, Ethereum US dollar. Obviously not looking this. I mean, this clearly doesn't look overly bullish. I mean, it does look at some point we can just trade sideways, test this line, and maybe then bounce off it. Obviously, if Bitcoin goes up, this is going to go up. But yeah, I mean, this is the main one, the Satoshi value pairing. This does look bearish. This does look like it wants to test downside, to be honest. Yeah, we'll probably have to be aware of Ethereum may underperform. But yeah, I mean, obviously we can break this trend line and start going bullish again. But it is struggling, isn't it? As you can see, this is obviously a lot bearish looking than some of the other charts we are looking at. So finally, let's have a look at some stochastics. 4 hour coming down. Yeah, I mean, that did drag price obviously down with it. You can see where it turned around this candle, and it did instantly drag price down. But like I said, got support at that important 10.6 level, which is obviously what I wanted to see. 10 hour coming down, and 12 hour still looking good. So some people obviously think the 12 hour is the new 12 hour, but I mean, I would just stick to the 12 hour. 12 hour still looking good. This is probably what has managed to hold us at 10.6. So yeah, if this keeps going up, I think we will basically, well, we're clearly a good $100 or so above 10.6. Yeah, more upside potentially there. And then the daily turning up nicely as well. So I think the 12 hour daily and 2-day turning back up, I think these are gonna obviously overrule the 10 hour, and well, the 4 hour, it's clearly they'll overrule the 4 hour because it's a 4 hour compared to a 12 daily and 2-day. 3-day pointing up too, and then 5-day and weekly still doing their thing. But hey, if weekly keeps coming down and we don't really get that much of a sell-off, well, much more of a sell-off, and then it eventually has a chance to turn back up, that would be a fantastic macro, well, I say macro, but a larger time frame buy signal for Bitcoin. That could get us some more interest coming in. So yeah, that is it really. Not really much else to say, guys. What am I really expecting today? Well, stock markets are looking pretty positive at the moment. Obviously, we could have some shocking debate revelations or tomfoolery and volatility in the market. We could obviously have that, and then maybe some risk off into that. Yeah, I mean, but realistically, I would probably just expect today, unless we get a big move up or down in stocks, more just this a sideways range. I wouldn't expect us to lose 10.6 unless obviously stock markets do take a spectacular dump, and well, I wouldn't expect us to take out 11k unless stock markets make a spectacular moonshot, either of which could happen. But my bias is to the upside. My bias is drifting up, and yeah, maybe getting below 11k some point later this week, and then yeah, consolidating in this zone and then trying to break up. That would be what I would that would be the most likely scenario based on what I believe to be a still a dollar bearish scenario. So yeah, that's it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.